Want stronger legs even at 90? What if I told you that one simple food choice you make every single day could be quietly deciding whether you stay steady on your feet or slowly lose the strength to stand, walk, and protect yourself from falls? This isn't about expensive supplements or extreme diets. It's about something most seniors overlook until it's too late. Welcome to Senior Wise Wellness, where we share simple, science-backed guidance to help you stay strong, independent, and confident as you age. And before we begin, please share this video with other seniors and family members you care about, because this information could truly change how someone ages. For many people, leg weakness feels like it comes out of nowhere. One day you're getting up from a chair without thinking, and the next you're pushing off the armrests, holding your breath, hoping your legs cooperate. Doctors often say, that's just aging. But after decades inside operating rooms and rehabilitation settings, surgeons and mobility specialists know something most people are never told. The decline in leg strength is not just about age. It's about what the muscles are no longer receiving every single day. As we get older, the body becomes less efficient at using protein, vitamins, and minerals to maintain muscle. This process has a name, but you don't need the name to understand the effect. Your muscles start listening less clearly to the signals that tell them to stay strong. Walking alone, even daily walking, is often not enough to stop this process. And that's why so many active seniors are shocked when weakness still creeps in. Here's the part that surprises people. The muscles in your legs are especially demanding. They are large, powerful, and responsible for balance, posture, and reaction time. If they don't receive the right building blocks consistently, they shrink quietly, not dramatically, not all at once, slowly enough that you adapt without realizing what you're losing. Surgeons often notice this pattern after hip or knee surgeries. Two patients can be the same age, have the same operation, and follow the same rehab plan. Yet one regains strength quickly, while the other struggles to stand from a chair months later. When doctors look deeper, one difference shows up again and again. Daily nutrition, especially one overlooked food group that directly feeds leg muscle repair. This is where many seniors unknowingly go wrong. As appetite decreases with age, meals become smaller. Breakfast might be toast and tea. Lunch might be soup. Dinner might be light and easy to chew. Comforting, yes, but muscle protective, no. Without realizing it, many seniors fall below the minimum daily intake needed just to maintain leg strength, let alone rebuild it. And no, this is not about eating more in general. It's about eating one specific thing, in the right amount, consistently, every day. When surgeons explain this to patients, many respond with disbelief. I eat enough, they say. But when meals are examined closely, the muscles disagree. Here's why this matters so much. After 70, 80, even 90, your legs are your independence. They're what allow you to get to the bathroom at night without fear. They protect you when you trip on a rug. They determine whether a small stumble becomes a life-changing fall. Strong legs don't just help you move, they help you react. Now, let's clear something up. This is not a miracle food. There is no magic. What there is, however, is biology. Muscle tissue is constantly breaking down and rebuilding. In younger bodies, rebuilding happens easily. In older bodies, rebuilding requires stronger signals. And one daily food provides that signal more effectively than most people realize. Surgeons often explain it like this. Think of your leg muscles as a house that needs daily maintenance. Walking keeps the lights on, but it doesn't deliver the bricks. Without bricks, the structure weakens no matter how often you use it. This food provides those bricks in a form your aging body can still recognize and use. Even more important, when this food is eaten regularly, it helps protect fast-twitch muscle fibers. These are the fibers that help you catch yourself when you slip. They're the first to disappear with age, and once they're gone, balance becomes much harder to regain. This is why some seniors feel steady walking slowly, but feel unsafe when turning quickly or stepping off a curb. What's encouraging is that research consistently shows it's never too late to respond. Even people in their 80s and 90s can improve leg strength markers when daily nutrition is corrected. Not overnight, not dramatically, but meaningfully enough to improve confidence, stability, and quality of life. In a moment, I'll explain exactly what this food is, why surgeons trust it, and how to include it safely and simply without changing your entire diet. And again, if you have a parent, grandparent, or older friend who worries about weakness or falls, please share this video with them. What comes next is information every senior deserves to hear. The food surgeons point to again and again for preserving leg strength as high-quality protein, especially from simple, familiar sources that aging bodies can still digest and use efficiently. This isn't about bodybuilding shakes or extreme diets. It's about giving your muscles a clear, daily signal that says, stay strong, stay active. And the most reliable way to send that signal is through protein-rich foods that contain a full range of essential amino acids. As we age, the body becomes less responsive to small amounts of protein. A younger person might eat a light meal and still trigger muscle repair. An older adult often needs a slightly higher, more deliberate amount to get the same effect. This is why surgeons often see seniors who eat normally but still lose strength. The meals feel adequate, but the muscles never receive a strong enough rebuilding message. One amino acid in particular plays a key role here. It acts like a switch that turns muscle repair on. When this switch is flipped daily, muscles maintain their size and function much longer. When it isn't, muscles slowly shrink, even if you stay active. The good news is that this amino acid is naturally present in everyday foods like eggs, dairy, fish, poultry, beans, and yogurt. No lab formulas required. Eggs, for example, are often called one of nature's most efficient muscle foods. They're soft, easy to chew, easy to digest, and packed with high-quality protein. For many seniors, 2 eggs a day can make a meaningful difference over time. Not because eggs are magical, but because they deliver exactly what aging muscles need, in a form the body understands. Dairy foods like yogurt and milk are another powerful option, especially for those who struggle with appetite. A small bowl of Greek yogurt contains more usable protein than a large bowl of soup. And unlike heavy meals, it doesn't overwhelm digestion. Surgeons often recommend spreading protein throughout the day rather than eating it all at dinner. This keeps muscle repair signals active instead of silent. Fish is another standout. Soft, flaky fish like salmon or tuna provides protein along with healthy fats that reduce inflammation. Less inflammation means better muscle recovery and less stiffness. This combination is especially helpful for seniors with joint pain who limit movement because of discomfort. When muscles feel less inflamed, they respond better to gentle activity. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is skipping protein in the morning. Breakfast is often light and carbohydrate heavy. Toast, jam, tea, or cereal may feel comforting, but they do little to protect leg strength. Starting the day with protein sends an early signal to your muscles that strength still matters. Even something simple like yogurt, eggs, or a glass of milk can change how your muscles behave over the next 24 hours. Now let's talk about fear, because many seniors worry about protein harming their kidneys or being too heavy. This concern usually comes from outdated or misunderstood advice. For healthy older adults, moderate daily protein is not only safe, it's protective. Surgeons and geriatric specialists consistently emphasize that muscle loss is a far greater threat to independence than reasonable protein intake. Another concern is appetite. If you don't feel hungry, the idea of eating more can feel unpleasant. That's why consistency matters more than quantity. You don't need large portions. You need regular signals. Small, protein-containing foods eaten daily are far more effective than large meals eaten occasionally. There's also an emotional side to this that surgeons see often. Many seniors slowly reduce food intake because they don't want to be a burden or they feel eating less is normal with age. But strength is not a luxury, it's a safety tool. Nourishing your muscles is not indulgence, it's self-protection. Here's something else rarely explained. When leg muscles weaken, the brain receives fewer confidence signals. This leads to cautious movement, shorter steps, and slower reactions. Over time, this creates a loop where fear of falling actually increases fall risk. Strong muscles help break that loop by restoring confidence and reaction speed. What matters most is not perfection, it's daily intention. Choose one protein-rich food you enjoy and make it a habit. Build it into your routine the way you build brushing your teeth into your day. Muscles respond to what they receive consistently, not occasionally. Here's where things become even more powerful, and this is the part many seniors never hear explained clearly. Food alone protects muscle, but food combined with the right kind of gentle movement tells the body exactly where to send that nutrition. Without movement, protein is like a delivery truck without an address. With movement, your legs become the priority. Now, this does not mean intense exercise. Surgeons and rehabilitation specialists know that after 70, the goal is not to exhaust the muscles, it's to wake them up. Short, controlled movements performed regularly are enough to activate muscle fibers that would otherwise go dormant. One of the simplest examples is the act of standing up from a chair. This movement uses the exact muscles that protect you from falls. Quadriceps, glutes, and stabilizers all work together. When done slowly and safely, even a few repetitions a day can send a strong message to your body. These muscles still matter. Here's what often happens instead. Seniors walk daily, which is good for the heart, but walking does not challenge the muscles enough to maintain strength. Walking uses momentum. Standing, pushing, and stabilizing require true muscle engagement. This is why many surgeons say walking is helpful but incomplete for leg strength after a certain age. When you eat protein and then gently use your leg muscles within the same day, the body becomes far more efficient at using those nutrients for repair. Studies show that muscles become more sensitive to protein after movement, even mild movement. This means your daily food choice becomes more effective without eating more. Balance also improves when muscles are fed and activated together. The nervous system relies on strong muscle signals to maintain stability. When muscles weaken, the brain receives fuzzy information. When muscles are nourished and used, the signals become clear again. This is why some seniors notice better balance within weeks, not months, when they adjust both diet and movement. Another key factor surgeons watch closely is recovery time. Older muscles need more time to recover, but they also recover better when nutrition is consistent. Protein helps reduce soreness and stiffness, making movement feel safer and more pleasant. This increases the likelihood you'll keep going, which is what truly matters. Let's talk about fear again, because fear stops more progress than weakness ever does. Many seniors avoid strength-related movement because they worry about pain or injury. But avoiding movement is what actually accelerates decline. Safe, supported movements done near a chair or countertop are protective, not dangerous. Even standing and holding onto a chair for support while gently lifting one foot, then the other, can activate balance muscles. These small actions tell your body that you still expect stability. And when the body believes stability is needed, it maintains the systems that provide it. This is where consistency quietly transforms lives. Not dramatic workouts, not strict programs, just daily signals. A protein-rich food, a few intentional leg movements, repeated day after day. Surgeons often say that strength is not built in a single session. It's preserved through daily conversations between food, muscle, and nervous system. When those conversations stop, decline accelerates. When they continue, even softly, independence lasts longer. You might wonder how long it takes to notice change. Some seniors report feeling steadier within 2 to 3 weeks. Others notice they can stand up more easily or feel less shaky at night. The timeline varies, but the direction is consistent. It's also important to mention hydration. Muscles are mostly water, and dehydration reduces strength and reaction time. Drinking enough fluids supports everything you're doing. This doesn't mean forcing water constantly, just being mindful to drink regularly throughout the day. One of the most frustrating things surgeons see is seniors who are doing many things right, but still losing strength because of a few hidden habits that quietly cancel out progress. These habits don't feel harmful. In fact, they often feel sensible. But over time, they slowly work against leg strength and stability. The first is eating most protein at dinner, and very little earlier in the day. Muscles don't store protein the way they store fat. They need a steady supply. When breakfast and lunch are low in protein, the body spends most of the day in a muscle loss state. By the time dinner arrives, it's too late to fully reverse what was lost earlier. This is why spreading protein across meals is far more effective than a single large serving. Another common issue is relying heavily on processed, soft foods. As chewing becomes more difficult, many seniors shift toward foods that require little effort. Mashed potatoes, white bread, sweetened cereals, and packaged snacks feel easy and comforting, but they provide almost no muscle support. Over time, these foods crowd out the very nutrients legs need to stay strong. Then there's the habit of sitting too long. Long periods of sitting tell the body that leg muscles are not needed. Even if you walk daily, hours of uninterrupted sitting can undo some of the benefits. Surgeons often recommend something simple: stand up at least once every 30 to 60 minutes. Not to exercise, just to remind your body that your legs are still part of your life. Another mistake is avoiding movement on low-energy days. Ironically, those are the days movement is most important. Gentle leg activation actually increases circulation and energy. Skipping movement on tired days can create a cycle where fatigue leads to inactivity, which leads to more weakness, which leads to more fatigue. Medication side effects also play a role. Some common prescriptions can reduce appetite, affect nutrient absorption, or cause muscle weakness. This doesn't mean stopping medication, but it does mean being aware and compensating with better nutrition and gentle movement. Surgeons often advise seniors to discuss muscle weakness with their doctor rather than assuming it's just age. Sleep quality is another overlooked factor. Muscle repair happens during rest. Poor sleep reduces the body's ability to rebuild, even with good nutrition. Addressing sleep issues can significantly improve how muscles respond to daily habits. There's also a mental shift that makes a difference. Many seniors stop expecting improvement. They focus on preventing loss rather than allowing strength. But the body responds to expectation. When you consistently send signals of care, nourish, hement, and use, muscles respond even late in life. What matters most is removing the idea that it's too late. Surgeons working with patients in their 90s often see improvements simply by correcting daily routines. Not dramatic gains, but meaningful ones. Enough to stand with confidence. Enough to walk without fear. This is why sharing this information matters so much. Many seniors are never told that strength loss is not inevitable. They're told to accept it, but acceptance without understanding leads to preventable decline. If you know someone who struggles with standing, balance, or confidence on their feet, please share this video with them. Sometimes one small change is all it takes to start reversing a quiet decline. We're now reaching the point where everything comes together. Food, movement, habits. In the final part, I'll tie this into a simple daily routine that seniors can actually follow without stress or overwhelm.